Going live. You're live.
We're
Hello.
alive.
It's us.
We're alive.
We're alive. We're still alive, even if you haven't seen a video on our channel drop recently. Oh yeah, there's J&M. Yay. And Julie has left a message
Hello,
for
Julie. Hello,
Awesome.
Jen. It's Jen. Of Jen and Marcel and J&M Explorations.
I'm just going to drop this there. Subscribe to them. Whoever watches this in the future. I'm going to give it a second. I don't know if people are going to be rolling in, but we're just hanging out for a short while
is
here.
Too. All right. Good.
And I even have a little bit of notes to make sure I cover things without going on a tangent, because if there's anyone who can go on a tangent, it's me.
We're gonna chill for a minute and let some people get in here before we get into the stuff.
The big stuff. The big news wasn't just clickbait. It's legitimately big news. Paranormal Side. Hey guys, there's Julie. It wasn't just clickbait. I promise. We do have
thanks.
A plan.
Jen likes our outfits. Marcel does too.
Get closer and show them the great monsters on this shirt. We got this in Salem last year.
No,
Mothman.
we didn't. You got it for me for Christmas.
I lied just now.
There's a Yeti.
But it came from a shop in
Salem.
Salem.
There's a Mothman right there. There's
Chupacabras on there.
Chupacabra. There's a Kraken.
Oh, there's your Yeti.
What is this?
That's an alien. That I don't quite know who that is.
Well, I don't want to see it out in the woods.
Bat Boy.
Bat Boy. Yeah, remember Bat Boy?
Thylacine and stuff.
Thylacines.
I think they're real. I think they're still out there. But anyway, this came from
Josh Gates thinks so.
Die With Your Boots On, which is a shop in Salem, which is just wonderful if you can get there. Oh, there's Camilla. We're not going to go too long, I promise.
About an hour. We'll go about an hour.
Hello, Courtney. That's all we can do when we have to go to the bathroom or we get hungry. I'm not good at long streams.
So first up, I wanted to mention that we're back in the podcast game. Well, Amy is. And it's a good excuse to go check out the beautiful website that she put together for Full Dark.
I play on there too much, redoing it.
She has some short podcast samples, and it's called Eidolon, which means
specter or a phantom. It's another word for ghost, maybe, but it's like really not in the vernacular. And I was looking for a word that had to do with the paranormal that wasn't overused. It's just me on Google, but I love the word. It's a nice
Courtney,
word.
Welcome.
Eidolon.
Hello, Kim. Welcome.
Try to
Paranormal Side. How's it going?
Up on everybody here.
So we had a podcast in the past, and it was during our little more skeptical and snarky phase, and it was just a wing it, hit record and wing it. This is far more put together.
Yeah.
You're going to be hard pressed to find a better voice for a podcast.
Wait till you hear me laugh. Then you'll be like, oh.
And speaking of podcasts, go check out Buried Secrets podcast. Our friend Chris from down in New York City. Fantastic.
She has the entirety
That'll keep you busy.
Like the lock on haunted Queens and haunted New York City. And we just love the work.
Oh yeah. We're going to work with her on something at some point.
We're going to just have to kidnap and go to haunted places. But Buried Secrets worth checking out. So yeah, we're trying to do this podcast and let people know. The thing is, it's not on there's Sean.
It's not on any platforms yet. But if you guys like it, shoot us a message or something on our socials.
We can put it out there. The thing is, I started it because I wanted to do something more produced and more me reading something written than really off the cuff, because I'm a little chaotic.
And that's
off
awesome.
The cuff.
And it's awesome. I might be biased, but it's awesome.
Oh, geez.
I listen to a ton of podcasts. I have a driving job, so I get to listen to podcasts all day. It's on par with anything you're going to hear out there in the paranormal realm, if you will. So
I set it up as a video originally, and I was like, oh, we could maybe put it on our channel, but I don't like the idea of cluttering our channel with just podcast, even though it basically is another series, but it's not. I don't know. I didn't like it before, and I didn't want to go into doing that and immediately go like, all right, here's Apple, Spotify. Ooh, Spotify. I don't know what to do there.
You guys know what we do. It wouldn't really jive
Apple
with the rest of it. So
well, yeah, and Apple and all these other places. I didn't want to just shove it into all those spaces because it's really hard to pull down if we don't keep it going. But it's a matter of I didn't want to put it into those platforms like podcasting platforms because I didn't want to make the commitment to anyone but us to be held accountable for doing. And it's not, we're such jerks about what we do because we love it and we care about it and we want to do things when the spirit moves, which is ridiculous for algorithms. We know we're not keeping it weekly, but I wanted to do something where it was audio and I could do that, create that method of media without being like, oh, I have to do one once a week. So I'm trying once a week.
Exactly.
But I'm trying to write them. I'm using blogs that I wrote years ago and putting them into podcast form.
Which has turned out tremendous.
I like it better.
You've heard her narration, you know.
I learned it from impersonating him and Ryan Bergara.
A lot more of that. So
it's literally the Ryan Bergara method.
It, we'll expand it. I'll hop in there and help out and do some stuff as well with it. But right now it's just Amy, and that's maybe how we'll leave it. We'll see what goes on. And also, you guys have noticed maybe a lull in the video production lately, and it's not really any different than last year. And I would expect it every year. This is our time to kind of regroup and figure out what we're going to do for the coming year. And we did it last year, and I know some of y'all were worried we were gone, but we're never going to be gone.
We're stuck here. Sorry, I live on this laptop.
Never going to be gone. Never going to stop. But we are getting a little bit played out with hello, are you here? You know, kind of stuff.
Here's the thing, guys.
Is there anyone here?
You can only investigate the paranormal so much for so long the same way before you're falling flat in multiple ways. One, no one's looking at your dish anymore. Boring. We're real. We don't lie, so it's going to look very the same for 5 years now, which is fine. And we love investigating. And we love making the process I love is being in the place and then editing. I like them both the same. That's why I'm such a dork about these videos. I like to be here editing. But we're not doing anything different. Right. And we're not gaining any insight into the paranormal by using stagnated methods. And it's not necessarily, it's stagnated. It's just that there's nothing we're going to gain by using the methods we have been using. And it's not to say that we haven't gained from beginning to use the S's method in 2019 up until now. We've been blown away by some of the places and the stuff. Shane and Kelly, if they're out there, we did a double S's method with Ryan and Shane. And it just so happened it was the perfect scenario for both of them to be listening and to just get the craziest amount of responses. Their video has the entire S's method. We're not putting the whole thing out, so go to their channel to check that out.
We're expanding the toolkit.
Yeah.
And we're not going to be afraid anymore to put out stuff that's weird, because that's who we are.
I have things to show you
stuff, and
about weird. And I'm going to go, and since we started right in with how we're going to get weirder, it's already weird, right? This is a weird topic, right? And I just want to point out, I did see Paranormal Side's comment. You could record it for YouTube or do a new channel. I thought about that. And then I thought about how hard it was to gain traction with the one channel. And I was like, I can't do it again. I don't have the big social ability. I'm very introverted. So trying to find all these places where you can help support people, I don't know. But
if it does go somewhere, it'll be on Apple, that kind of stuff.
But we should mention, for now, the Eidolon is on our website, fulldarkpros.com, and there's a tab on the top, and it's all there for free. There's no paywall. I also didn't want to put things on a place that could end up with a paywall, because I don't like that stuff. So here's, as far as getting weirder, doing different things, trying different methodologies, we're trying to use our own creativity and what we're good at. Music, the amount of instruments that are in this house, it's stunning. And his talent.
Guitars.
And drums. And a MIDI keyboard.
And keyboards.
And soundboards. You might have heard of this. You might not have. Sigil Witchery by Laura Tempest Zakroff. And if you attended the Phenomenacon 2, I can't believe I just butchered the name first try. Phenomenacon, put on by Greg and Dana Newkirk of the Traveling Museum of the Paranormal and the Occult. You've got to listen to Laura speak on sigils, creating sigils, how they work. And we're not necessarily new to this process, but we're new to incorporating it into our paranormal work publicly.
Yep.
And that's where we've had that self-reckoning of how we do weird things. We talk about things that are very left field, that aren't in the mainstream. Can we bring that in without alienating ourselves or other people, basically? And it's kind of just at least for me.
Can I tell a quick story?
Anxiety inducing.
Can I tell a quick story about a sigil?
Sure.
In my life. when I was younger, and some of I've talked
Sigil
about my
story.
mother and my grandmother and their involvement in the occult and whatnot and stuff like that. I once asked my mom, "Can you show me something? Like something opened my mind or whatever," and she had me draw what essentially was a sigil and told me to stare at it as I went to sleep. And I had what I perceived to be an out-of-body experience that night. I flew out of my house and flew through my backyard, and I snapped back into my body for some reason so hard that my bones hurt. I woke up and it was like, ugh, when you cough really hard or something, everything like, get like a nerve pinch. That happened to me. And that was my
weird.
First thing with the sigil. Very, very interesting stuff.
At least it was your mother. It wasn't a stranger. Like, at least you had a very familial.
Exactly.
That
scared the crap out of me. I was like 15, 16.
You're not the only person who I've heard relay a story kind of like that, oddly, which is weird, but I guess also validating. I saw a comment I wanted. Yes, that's something you can buy. This book you can absolutely buy. Laura has a website. She also has a YouTube channel. I think Amazon is going to be one of your best, or Llewellyn.com. Put Llewellyn in there. Do you know how to spell Llewellyn?
No.
Okay.
Is it in Elven or Middle Earth?
Yes. Llewellyn Books. That is the company.
That's Welsh.
It is. And the actual pronunciation, there's somebody you can go to find that out. We call it Llewellyn or Llewellyn, but those books, this book is one you can get. All the witchcraft and weird books, the occult, they're real good. Llewellyn. That's where you're going to find it. What were we talking about? Sigils. There's a few things we want to talk about. One is that we're working on projects behind the scenes that will have no updates until they're done. And it has to do with sigil making, incorporating sigils into the paranormal, into active investigating, and making music, which is something someone's super proficient at. I just use GarageBand and plunk things around, and then it makes the time signature match for me and the key signature, so I don't have to do anything.
If you want a clue to what we're thinking, go check out the Waverly Hills video, the second one. That kind of spurred.
That's your only hint.
Something in our minds, like, oh,
but
we could take this to another level, and we're going to.
We're gonna try, and in that sense. We can talk about one of the places that we're going to go and why we're going to go there. Do you want to do that? No, don't point to me.
Go ahead.
I'm going to thumb it right back to you. Look at hey, it's all you.
Oh, Moundsville Penitentiary?
Do you want to describe that? That's it. That's the news.
We're going to Moundsville, guys. Is anybody coming with us, or is it just us? That's not the news,
that's
by the way.
No, that's not the big news.
Some of the news.
We have booked freaking Moundsville. Holy crap.
Yeah. We're going to go hang out in the Sugar Shack.
Took 5 years. But
I've been pushing for it because that's
one of my bucket listers.
Place.
But the reason we wanted a place like that is for a project that involves sigils and investigating a particular way. Look, so we're not sure where.
I'm awesome.
Right, he is awesome. Isn't he? Look at him. Look at him glowing. So we're not sure how the plan is going to completely come together, but we are using that location to do an experiment. It's basically a giant project in experimentation in the paranormal.
It's a multifaceted experiment
we're not sponsored.
And we'll take you along on the whole journey of it and see if it yields something in a place like Moundsville, which is renowned to be extremely haunted.
Oh, can you does anybody remember?
Start with one step, take it to another, and then take it there.
It's a kind of project. There's no along the way type of update or things or videos. We're working on something big, and we hope it works in the way we're still in the planning stages, but because that's booked for later, it's probably likely going to be the first or second place we utilize a very specific experiment.
Let's do this one now. Tell them about this one.
The Hinsdale House is another place that I am going that Ryan is not going. Figure this out. No.
I'm going to a concert instead.
I'm going to be. I was invited to join Spook Eats, Amanda Woomer, and a few other women, two from Hillary and, Mallory, from Black Beak Paranormal. I'm terrible with it. How am I going to meet people? And Courtney Eastman, the Ghoul Guide. These are all people. He's no help. These are all investigators who are women, and we're part of the Feminine Macabre Project, volumes 1, 2, and I think Courtney is in volume 3 as well, and which isn't out yet. No, I'm not in it. Yeah, don't worry. 1 and 2. Those
didn't want to bogart everything, you know.
Well, there's other voices that need to be there. And
right.
The most profound thing that I had to say came out of me in February, not when the submission was due. So I was like, and we've missed that one. But that's okay. There's other people whose words are they need to be said. They need to be voices that need to be there. But I'm meeting up with Hillary and Mallory and Courtney and Amanda for one night, Friday night at the Hinsdale House, and then Saturday night at Wildwood Sanitarium. Shit.
I never know which one sometimes. Sanitarium. I know they're very different things.
Yeah, they're both custodial style institutions which house human beings for different. However, where I'm going to be in those places for a whole weekend, and that's insane. I am a dork who's never met these people in person. And I think they've all met each other, so I'm going to hope to turn on my normal face and you know, I'm usually at an 11. We're going to need me at a 2.
That should be fun for her.
But this is cool. What I want to do there is live stream from those places, because
Get ready.
Our team is like, we're a duo. I'm not going to have.
It's not going to be conventional videos, but we're gonna pull out a few more interviews for our 666 interview series, which we had Greg and Dana Newkirk on, which was awesome, and we're going to further that with just about everybody we work with. So get ready for that.
Right.
Too.
If we see you in person, you're getting 666.
We're not going to do it over the internet. We're doing it in person.
We really want it to be in person, because otherwise, I don't know. It's just not the same.
Right.
Zoom is not the same as people. So that's the other plan. That's coming up in a month. 1 month. Whoa. Yep. Oh my God. Am I ready? Absolutely. I'm ready. I should do like facial regimens.
And then now we've, thanks to you guys, we didn't do anything, but we're a monetized channel.
So weird.
So we're able to open up channel memberships.
Yeah, if you're
interested.
We're gonna do that. We have a lot of footage that we've never released because it's a lot of behind the scenes crazy stuff where, you know, we're walking from place to place. We see something cool, or we say something goofy as hell, and we never put that in the video because we're always trying to build.
It's a lot of curse words and swearing and stuff.
But we have all this footage, and we do want to share it.
Just kidding. Not always, actually.
You swore like crazy in Indiana, and I curbed my stuff.
You gotta bleep me.
I bleep us. I don't know if it's good or bad, but I try to. I don't think YouTube gives a crap. We're not made for kids. Anyone can tell. Forget Me Not Paranormal. Just see, I'm just trying to.
Oh, Michael's here too.
Michael.
Hey, Michael.
You're late. You didn't miss the big news. You're gonna have to go do something and then check in, scrub forward to find where we drop it. It'll probably give it chapters to find it easy. So we miss you.
We're gonna work on some super chat and stickers.
That's real. There is super chat and stickers. And when the whole platform changed before my eyes 2 months ago, was the end of the year.
You do not have to use super chat.
No, don't worry.
In fact, don't use super chat.
Donate to a local organization.
Yeah, donate to somebody that, you know.
There's a lot of people who need a lot of things right now. World's on
we
fucking
don't
fire.
But we're putting it there because, hey, you know.
I don't know. I opened up that, but we might also open up the membership, because we do have all that footage. That's like, we should. These are, I don't know. We could make stuff. We can also. We filmed also all sorts of other little things that, you know, the books we get, the things that we thrift that are interesting. The stuff that we talk about, like I can upload, because I work from home. I'm on this laptop way too much. I'm like shaped like a banana now. It's the kind of thing where we have these topics and we have these subjects and we have ways to engage. And I think that would be kind of fun.
Yeah, we'll crank out some good stuff for you. There's the Full Dark Vault.
Screw it up.
Is how many hard drives deep? 3 or 4?
No, we're at 7 now.
7. 7 hard drives full of unseen footage.
Some of it's real bad. Just letting you know, like
in hours in these places.
In 2018, our cameras were so crappy.
We don't want to bore you all with hour-long investigations, you know, or 2-hour-long investigations. So
there's just other things that we could do and can be doing.
Yeah,
and that's where we're at mentally. And that's, we don't want to say, oh, you haven't seen anything out of us since, you know, investigation-wise, since Indiana State.
Right.
But we were in a situation where we were heavily exposed to the you-know-what, and we were, like, having a very difficult time figuring out travel, and we just
Yeah.
Oh,
we had an opportunity in January, but due to my day job, I was exposed to a lot of folks that had it, and I didn't want to bring it to my friends.
No.
So we had to back out.
Families.
But that's what we have to do. But I'm never, ever canceling another plan because of it. Nope. We have the facts, and I'm not going to get into all of it, but we have the facts. We know who this affects the most. And
we've been boosted. I'm all for science. I'm going to take another one if I need to.
I'm still going to wear my mask for the folks that.
Oh my! Super chat.
Oh wow! Jeez.
It's never happened before. Should I take a screenshot?
Wow! Thanks, guys. Jeez. I said not to use it. But okay.
Such a thank you.
We'll super chat it back to you.
We'll see you next one tomorrow.
But anyways, yeah, I'm still gonna wear a mask to protect other people, you know.
Oh, yeah.
But we're not canceling plans. We're not canceling any more plans because of this. Time to live, everybody. Everybody is here to live.
If you're safe enough, if you're immunocompromised, you need to don't hurt yourself. I'm just scared for everybody, and I can't control it, and I can't do anything about it because who the hell am I? But I don't know. We try not to be terrible.
Which leads us to the big news.
No, it's not. So we can't do that yet. We haven't talked about this one.
Oh.
Talk about it.
Oh, we're going to go back to White Hill Mansion. We're going to bring some friends with us. Our friends J&M Explorations are going to join us on that one.
And that's in New Jersey, so it's not the worst type of drive.
Fieldsboro, New Jersey, right on the Delaware River.
And right down the road from the mansion is a street called Butts Avenue, and there's a street sign for it. So if you want to get out,
that's why we're going back, folks.
That's why we're going back.
We didn't properly film it or
didn't get a good selfie there.
So
Butts Ave.
That's all we're doing. We're going to investigate.
Oh, and there's a White Castle. There's a White Castle.
There is a White Castle. But as you know, that place kind of defined our channel.
Audio is skipping. No! You know why?
We have some bad service.
It's our internet. Oh, I'm mad at the internet. Let me close other tabs and turn my phone on to airplane mode to take another device off of the Wi-Fi. Is that how this works?
I'm going to pull this off. We'll read.
All right.
We'll read the comments.
I'll get out of my Gmail.
We'll read the comments off of
That's all I got.
Screen. Can you guys hear us now?
Are we okay? Our internet is so junk. I literally upgraded it today because I got so mad at it popping in and out.
Yeah, we live in the Empire State.
It's
the empire
crap.
Of sucky infrastructure.
It sucks.
Is what I'm going to say.
Every time there's a breeze, the internet's like, oh, can't. Like somebody bury the cables already. It's 2022.
If it was
anyway,
Darth Vader in charge of the internet, we would have internet. I assure you.
Do we want that?
I don't know.
I don't.
Let me think about it.
He's dead now.
He's kind of dead.
Anyhow, we're going to White Hill Mansion. We're taking J&M, and we're hoping some other people can get the people who were in the video in the first place. If you remember Darnell and Jody and Daryl, we would love for them to join us, but there's different family obligations during that time. This will be in April.
I believe Darnell's going to join us.
He'd better join us.
He was there last time, his first investigation ever, and boy, was it a dandy.
I know, right? I can't believe what he got to experience.
Forever.
It's time. It's time. And he brings a perspective and a frame of reference that we don't.
Especially in that place.
The aspect is we're white people and we're going into a home that's over 300 years old that saw enslaved people, and we are not the people
aspect of that history
to talk to or exploit anyone marginalized, and that's the fact of the matter. I hate to speak too much,
but he really wants to make contact with that aspect of that place's history,
and he's the person to do it. Is what the point is.
After what he's experienced there, he knows that there's definitely some energy. So
Rochester, hell yeah,
good on my end.
Isn't there the subways in Rochester?
Everybody's good, fine now. Good. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
It's our internet. We're getting a new modem next week.
White Hill Mansion is coming.
Can I plug that in? We just decided to become. I think it's gone through. I only did the payment and everything today, but there's a Sleepy Hollow Paracon in October in Tarrytown, New York, and we decided to vend it.
Yeah.
We've never done that before. I'm going to talk to the public. It's like this, but they're real. So I will be terrified.
Oh, we'll be fine. We're going to put out some merch and try and terrify people with our stories. And
no, we're going to make them curious with our stories. We're going to bring the fear down and bring the intrigue up. But of course, it is October. It's Sleepy Hollow. A few frights and a few astounding things absolutely necessary. Get the heart jumping a little, and then sell them a sticker.
Let's get to the big news here, because I want to interact with everybody here.
We have to do we are also selling beanies. Now, the supply chain really rocked our world, and everything was in stock as I set it up to release it yesterday, and then or 2 days ago, and then as I refreshed it, they ran out of stock in every beanie color we offered. That's so
except for pink.
And then pink went out of stock right after we got an order. So that's nice. That's wonderful. But
only a handful of these out there. Maybe one, right?
No, there's two.
There's two out there.
J&M have the prize-winning one, which is the exclusive gray with white stitching.
Maybe the only one.
It is the only one. Well, until there's of these companies. It's a drop and ship company. We don't order them and then ship them. It's shipped directly from where it's created. So they do have red in stock with black stitching, which is the one we got and the one that I made Ryan model in the snow. Where is Terrytown? That is south of Albany, about 2 hours along the Hudson River.
Or north of New York City.
Between New York City and Albany.
Maybe an hour.
Yeah. So we do have the beanies, and the way you can get them is in my highlights and in our link tree, which is in the bio of my Twitter and my Instagram. And keeping track of all of this is, we're going to do our best. I have a lot of Post-it notes to make sure I don't screw things up. But it's ordered through PayPal, and then we put in an order and it's created and shipped right to you. So you're looking at 2 weeks if you want a beanie. And they only have red right now, but the pink are pretty cute. So Ryan's antsy and wants to tell you
big news.
The big news.
I really want to tell you the big news.
We'll just preface it by saying this is why planning this year has been difficult. It's been set to Saturdays. It's been set to less travel lengths of time, because we only have so many days off.
Because the big news is going to eat up almost all my vacation time for work, which I'm glad to give to this.
Thank you, Courtney.
You guys, thank you, Courtney.
I'm taking photos because I'm just excited. I'm going to remember this forever. And
I'll tell you what,
nerd.
You guys know of our affinity for Amy Bruni's company, Strange Escapes, and our Mount Washington hotel adventures that we've had, which I would recommend if you're into the paranormal and you like these folks that
and you don't have to agree with everything they do and the way they investigate, but Amy Bruni owns and operates an exquisitely
people
paranormal events company. She does it right. She does it with small scale, small number of people. It's also a woman-owned business, and Adam's her wingman.
I love it because you get to hang out with these folks. Like they're just chilling like you are, and in between their speaking engagements, which aren't too many, they don't bog you down with meetings and stuff. You just hang out and chat and talk. I saw lectures. A few people like took John Tenney to dinner, like, hey,
we'll buy John Tenney to dinner.
Yeah,
that's very nice, but it's very personable and in person.
So we decided to step it up to the next level, and they're having a Strange Escapes Europe.
Michael's psychic.
They're having Strange Escapes Europe,
and it's on a boat.
It's on a boat.
I'm gonna do the
and we're going
the Titanic thing.
It's a 10-day.
You're gonna do it with me.
10-day long paranormal amazing thing.
Cruise.
On a cruise going to Southampton, England is where it leaves from, to Paris, France, to what's the town in Spain?
You're gonna have to learn it.
I can't say it. It's Bilbao, Spain, which is
Bordeaux, France.
Yeah, Bordeaux.
Into Paris.
The Paris catacombs. Hopefully, we have to book that excursion, but we're gonna bring back a ton of content from this for you guys to show you basically the whole deal.
Michael guessed right. If Michael needed any more validation on his own abilities, there you go. We're going on this cruise up in the
You going to Europe? Yep.
Yes, it is.
Wow.
It's Europe. So we're flying over there, and we're gonna hang out with weirdos for a while. Oh my God, Sean, thank you.
So this ate up a lot of my extra time.
That's the point of this.
So, but this means that our year is more backloaded. Like getting towards spooky season is where we're going to be going all kinds of different places. And there's a ton of local places that we haven't even hit. We've had our scope out so wide. We're here in a great place, and there's so many things
there's
here
a lot
you guys
to
would
see.
be interested in. But get to go to Europe. Somebody's been to Europe like 15 times, but somebody has never been.
Somebody needs to cross an ocean.
Yep.
I'm
Can't
excited.
wait. It's going to be amazing.
We wish you all could go with us. Oh my God. Hey, Sarah. Oh my gosh. So we're going to do that. We're going to have a lot of content that comes from that.
Yes.
And the point is to try to book the excursions that we need to get access to certain locations. And it's a cruise it's a group of cruisers within a full cruise, gigantic boat. Lord Almighty, and which is already kind of weird because I don't like drowning. I've never done it, but I don't want to. So
I've never been on a boat out of sight of land before on the ocean. So
yeah, you're crossing the English Channel.
Cool. It's like a huge hotel on
it's
the water.
Sideways skyscraper. God's sake, thing's got a mall in it. What do they do?
Yeah.
What just happened to reading a book?
Some of you might be thinking, what about the Rona? But you know what?
I know.
We'll wear the masks, and we'll do all the requirements that we have to do with the testing or whatnot. And
of course,
we're going to live. We're going to do this.
England just dropped all their restrictions because they kind of caught Boris doing some things. But oh my God, Michael! I'm seeing another picture of it. Thank you.
Sheesh.
But so it's easier now to travel, but it still doesn't mean that our precautions drop any because I'm worried about all sorts of stupid things. So
we're gonna take care of what we got to take care of, and there's two folks right here who during the official pandemic have not gotten it. Knock on wood. But we've been careful, and as you've seen, we've been able to do a lot of things with a lot of our friends, and everything's been fine, and we're going to continue to do that.
And just be smart. Don't be a dummy and get sick and go to a movie theater. Come on, at
the same time,
I'm going to wear a mask forever. How much air was I breathing? That was gross. Ew. I will just
gotta live.
And it covers my double chin. I will wear a mask forever.
It's time to
I look good in masks. You can get good looking ones. Nicely who cares?
So that's the news.
We're gonna try to get and what's cool is in Bilbao, Spain are some of the filming locations for Game of Thrones, and I would love it if we just kind of rented a car and zipped over and saw those places.
Yeah, we're gonna get off the beaten path whenever possible to find the weird stuff. I want to see some old spooky cemeteries that are like old, real old. That kind of stuff, some great architecture. We're going to go inside stuff.
Yeah, we're also going to do excursions that are provided by the cruise ship and Strange Escapes. So primarily we're going to be doing
they'll keep us busy.
Strange Escapes excursions, but on the times and afternoons we have free. There's museums, there's artwork. I've already looked up haunted things because who wouldn't allow Michael's been in the catacombs, so I need to be in the I need to see these skull walls on for my own eyeballs.
Yes, indeed.
It's gonna be dope.
Very cool.
Oh, it's a big plane ride. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Anyone who's Xanax, I'll be okay.
It's not that bad.
It's not bad. I used to fly back and forth for school, and I don't know how I did it. Honestly, the older I get, the more I'm like, how do I live? But it's fine. It's really easy. Just need to stay calm and realize it's
Sarah
okay.
Ferguson has joined us.
Yeah, catacombs are amazing. It's the coolest place Michael's ever been. It's got to be stunning.
Yeah.
I've been to one bone chapel and one catacombs in my life,
Michael's
and those are
experience there. As soon as we wanted, that was like a deciding factor.
No. Thank you, Paranormal Side. This is too nice.
Thank you.
This is fun. I like
you guys
this.
are great.
And the other thing I wanted to say is I got this thing called you already know about it. It's called StreamYard. We actually have it now. So we joined this century and this year, and we're going to be able to stream on our Facebook page and here. And I'm buckling down and doing the IT work I should have done years ago to figure this out. But I am a idiot at 38. Yes, I'm 38. And I have to Google how to do the things. So now we have StreamYard. So we're going to be using our Facebook page more. And I did, if you got a friend request from an Amy Bennett, that's me, even though you might already be friends with Amy Lee, that's also me. I've made a profile to do just paranormal stuff on Facebook. So I'm actually going to be actively using that website more.
Michael
so we can
says
stream there.
There's a long spiral staircase going down and up, so start your Stairmaster exercise. How long exactly would you say is that
it's underground.
stairway? Just curious.
Well, think of the hike we take at Thatcher and the giant long
Compared
staircase.
to the staircase at Waverly, for instance.
That's a long hike.
More than that or less?
That's a hike with bats.
Just curious.
No, it's good. It's good. Aw, thank you guys.
Yeah, you guys are the best. Thank you.
That's incredible.
See, we told them all the stuff we're doing, and they know we're broke now. So they're trying to save
We gotta
us.
get plane tickets. This is great. But that's where our plans are focused on this 1.5 weeks in July. So building out the year around that spot is like,
I can do it.
Oh dear. Oh, okay, that's good. Okay. All right. We won't have a heart attack in the cat. Well, what a place to die. God's sake. No, just add me. Just throw me in the back.
In there.
I'll just
saying.
I'll just add to the decor.
Fear in my
Arrange
eyes.
me. Oh my God, Julie. Thank you.
No fear here.
Chats, everybody's first super chat. I'm just dying. This is so no. How are you people real? This is crazy. Oh, that's the dog.
Appreciate it so much.
The dog might have to pee. That's okay. You're gonna have to hold it. We're busy.
So that's basically our news. With the rest of the time, you guys got any questions for us? We'll be happy to answer.
Did we talk about everything? Yes. We're gonna try to do a lot more content within the parameters we have now, but it opened up all new tabs on the YouTube. So I'm like, oh, I have to do this, and then they sent me mail, and then I had to do things, and I did it, and I didn't mess it up. I'm real proud of that. We do have plans at the end of this year for the spooky month, but they're not our plans to talk about. You might hear about those in somebody's live stream. So if you have not subscribed to J&M Explorations, you're going to need to.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that's where that news is going to be
These guys have a
dropping.
cool cemetery series they're doing right now.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And you never know what's going to pop up on their channel. They see some stuff.
Right. You don't even know.
They're a constant inspiration to us.
It's good times. But we're both looking at the comments like, what?
Kim says we're making it for so we'll have to go back on her show. Oh yeah, also
for sure, right? I love it. And her
show.
Yeah, but that's why we're going to end this before 8 p.m. because we know other people are live streaming. And also, Kim has some really interesting. Ed Paranormal. If you haven't subscribed, go over there. Kim interviews some of the most interesting human beings and gives such a good, interesting, and safe space to ask interesting questions, and then have these people really give authentic information of themselves and what they do. So you need to do that.
Question.
And hold on a second. I was going to talk about the video of the guy that caught paranormal in the catacombs and he dropped his camera. I have seen that so many times. That was first on the air, I think, the late 90s, early 2000s. And it is the video. It's like the pivotal video of how horrifying the catacombs are. Yes, I would love to see I don't know if you can see the same places where he went. I'm sure the tour is very controlled because that scares me.
Well, there's been a lot of sneaking
to get lost
in there.
Oh yeah. Or people who know how to go in and they know a safe entrance and they can literally show people. Amy's Crypt has a great video. She went all through there, and I don't know as I would have done the same thing because this is a tight space.
We'll have to go back after J&M go there someday because they'll find the secret entrance and then they'll tell us. And we'll go in either
they'll
with
find
them
another
or
whole
on our
room
own.
Of forgotten people.
Because I know them, and they will find it.
But it's also, it's a cemetery. It's, that's technically people who are buried. So it's a place you need to be. I'm always all about respect and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But the paranormal can be a really sketchy place with some really, bad decision-y types. So trying to do the right thing by in the best way we can for the frame of reference we have is the foundation of how we want to do everything. But as far as Europe, we're going to try to grab content from 3 countries. Oh boy.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to vlog it like a person who vlogs.
There'll be some vlog stuff.
It's going to be me at the camera.
Some more directed videos of like this particular thing.
I'm eating more food today.
I would liken it to similar to what we did in Gettysburg the last time we went there, which, we might end up going back there again.
I know, right? I just love it.
That's a hop,
you guys
skip,
want to
and
go
a
to
jump from
Gettysburg?
us. Yeah, if anybody wants to go to
Let's make
Gettysburg,
Michael fly.
let's go to Gettysburg. Somebody
Thank you, Mike.
Message us. Let's do this.
No, I'm always up for trying to plan things, especially in places like Farnsworth House or Tilly Pierce House, where they're like, oh, yeah, you can rent the building. Oh, well, let's get some friends. But it comes down to somebody's days off and how many are left. So there's other things that we're doing throughout the year. There's camping. We're going to hit up different beaches because we like to not do things and sit in sand, as beached whales often do. I'm doing a little research for another project that has nothing to do with Full Dark. It's just personal.
Although 2 of our friends are in French Polynesia right now. And
I know.
It does look often awesome.
Are you okay?
I'm mad jealous.
Yeah, I know. Have you seen their Facebook
I've been talking
photos?
to him on Instagram.
Oh, my Andrew?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know if they watch our lives, but they're lucky, and I don't
moly.
even want to. Yeah, they're in Tahiti.
They have fish in Tahiti that climb walls and like sit on top of walls. It's crazy. I just want to play with the flora and fauna of the South Pacific.
That's
really
what it is. A strange place to take the live stream.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You gotta take it somewhere.
No, we have some friends who effed off and got on an airplane and went to the cool place.
House. Yeah, we were talking about that.
We're just jealous. Yeah, Farnsworth House is fantastic. We
stayed there one night, but it was like a sleep and leave kind of thing.
We only had like 6 hours in there just to sleep. Yeah. It was, and the bed was very narrow.
We just wanted to see it, but
it's just like, oh, we're gonna sleep in here. Okay.
Be cool to get a bunch of friends and rent that entire place.
We should put a reminder.
Investigate the crap out of it. That would be. Let's do this.
We should, right? Jeez.
Let's totally do this.
September. So we're going to do a few different things throughout the year that are mostly weekend plans, and that's why planning things with other people has been like, well, maybe. Also, Waverly Hills hasn't even released their May dates yet. I think new management is there, because the other thing that happened is my comments on TikTok about Waverly Hills have been spammed by something about saving Waverly Hills, and I don't have a horse. We do not have a horse in that race. We're not board members. We don't know anything about the governing community.
What's wrong with it?
I don't know, and I don't think it's our place to put it on our YouTube and talk about it, because again, it doesn't concern us. But people are spamming the comments of different things all over the place about what I think it has something to do with people that are very directly involved in the place. But I think it's made it so that they've opened up their bookings throughout like the whole year. Because before you could never book it in January or February or March, which must have been a wonderful temperature to investigate that place compared to the summer. Oh, no, I mean, it must have been fantastic.
In a good way, yeah.
Because we almost died in Old South Pittsburgh. I didn't have a heart attack. It's amazing. What did I get, a second chance at life? Anyhow, you can't see the sweat in that. That's what we would make a behind-the-scenes video of us being like, I need a break. I'm dying. And just, you have to, oh my God, the things we said
kind of stuff
in that place.
That's why a channel membership.
Or that's not for the public. Oh, dear.
Other than this, you don't get to see a lot of us just riffing.
Yeah, that's the thing. The way we make videos and the way we design it's my problem. I want to make it look like I'm Stupid
Michael.
Spielberg, but
that was the hottest investigation I've been on.
We could have literally,
that for sure.
But we never get to we don't easily include the very candid things about us, and it's over time it's realized, like, do we really give people, like, we always give people authenticity is who we are, but do we give it the same way we are when we design our videos that way? I don't want to make it boring. I want to make it look cool, but I don't want to look like an idiot.
No, we want to get to the point of the matter. That's how we do it, you know?
Yeah. Phantasma House, nice to see you. Thank you.
If we got something cool, that's how we'll focus on that. If we didn't get something cool, then we'll just be weird. All
right. That's why there is a video up there of the Hinsdale House where there's a few videos where there's no paranormal activity.
Yeah.
But yet the videos did well because we just showed ourselves being in it, and that it's sometimes really, really, really quiet.
Yeah, we went to Paranormal Side said Randolph County was bad.
So that's really hot in summer too,
We went there in summer as well.
It wasn't bad though. No, the attic was like, but
it was toasty.
The basement we slept fine. We slept in the basement because it was cool enough.
Yeah.
And I think we concentrated our investigation on like the first floor in the basement because it was like it's a little.
That was my first time really sleeping in a haunted location. That was difficult.
We do bloopers.
I set up my cot right where Nick
me.
Groff set up his on the episode of Paranormal Lockdown.
And you didn't close your eyes, but you could hear Jody and me just snoring away.
I tried to, but I just kept having this image of like a guy standing behind me wearing like coveralls and a flannel shirt and no head. But I could tell he was angry.
We should recreate that in a photo.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But I kept
that place was scary because what happened when we split our sleep into 2 sleeps in that place. And
Phantasma House Paranormal. Yep. Hello.
Awesome. And welcome. What happened is in the first sleep, I was so nerve-wracked from hearing the lock on the basement. It sounded like the lock moved. There was a definite noise. And our cameras at the time were so crap you could hardly hear it. That's the other problem. But I went to sleep. I had a cot in the hallway of the basement outside Ida Gunkel's room there. And the freaking... I'm so nervous that the camera that I had placed on me, it died, and I was so nervous that I did not go get an external battery, and I had a recorder in my pocket, and I was so nervous I forgot to turn it on. And there's no record of me sleeping there except for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I'm stupid.
We're going to go back there at some point, too. We had some interesting activity, but I think another pass at it might be a little more.
And we have so much different equipment now. The thing I don't think that's conveyed in the early Full Dark videos is that I used to investigate with only audio and video because I was a cynical asshole. That's a fact.
Well, but I think that was a good thing.
It was, but not with the entire mindset of it. My mindset was very jaded. I had come from a really awful place on a terrible team, and I was like, well, this isn't this, and that's not that. I had my beliefs freaking ripped around.
That helped break it down to just its bare bones. Like
it helped me build that up into, I want to try this piece of equipment. I want to try this other thing. Or I want to try this method because I think I'm missing the bigger picture. But I started from a really narrow picture, and that's why Randolph County is it's such a cool place, but I want to re-experience it with where we are now.
Yep.
That's why I like returning to places.
And we will. We're going to do the rounds of returning to places.
And it starts with Whitehill in April, and I'll be in Hinsdale and figure out if it's on it.
We wanted to go out west this year, but with the Europe trip popping up as it did, we had to shelf that plan this year. But next year is going to be a priority.
There's a lot.
For sure.
Going west.
Absolutely. There's a lot out there we haven't seen, and we have friends out there that we would love to see it with.
Oh my God, we talked about everything. We did it.
Ryan, I told you about the dream I had at Jen's when we first started dating. I swore I seen her aunt, and out of all the people she showed me, I picked the only dead person. Yep.
You guys should go on a cruise too.
That's an interesting story.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think he told me that one when he got home.
Yep, can't beat that.
Michael's doing smart kid things right now. The other things I wanted to share with you.
We didn't, Europe kind of.
It ate a lot of your time off.
It stepped up and stepped in on the plans to go west.
Yeah, it did. It really did. Because we talked, but here's the thing: we talked with another person who was out west, and she's also on the cruise. Yeah. So she's like, all of my plans are centered around this one chunk of time.
I don't necessarily want to drop her name yet. No, she might want to tell her plans in her own way, but she's cool and does a lot
more
of cool
people
stuff.
You should be out there.
And that was totally random that she was there and we're going to be there. So it's pretty cool how that worked out.
Other books that are really interesting. I put this on my new Facebook page. I like that I can just be an authentic, free paranormal person.
Michael,
and not.
What are you doing in July?
I know. I was like, y'all should.
You want to go to Europe, Michael?
Just look up Strange Escapes. I posted this on my my new Facebook. I'm just real proud. And it's They Knew Too Much About Flying Saucers by Gray Barker. And this is where we get Men in Black. This is an original 1956 copy. It doesn't have its dust jacket. Yeah. Nerding out, but Flatwoods is in here. I'm leaving you with, we're almost done here, so I'm going to leave you with really good things to talk about. Does Whitehill, no, there's no backs.
I didn't see one. Thank God.
There really isn't, because
it's got windows.
It's all enclosed. There's no.
But that doesn't always mean no bats.
That's true. Or pigeons. Holy mother, ask Prospect Place. A book I highly recommend, Ghostland. Colin Dickey. Wow. My favorite chapter is chapter 6. This talks about the paranormal in a way that asks the hard questions and makes you break. What? I know, it's got a death's head.
Sweet.
Yeah. In a way that makes you have to break down your own assumptions and your own tropes and your own prejudices within the paranormal. And it gives really fantastic understandings of these places, intellectually intriguing and politically instructive. There's context to how and why we investigate, and this can really bring some insight. And the last one I wanted to share you with.
We'll talk.
We want to go. Of course,
we'll talk
you do.
to Glowing Ghost and J&M later
Right.
about this stuff.
Oh, Metatron.
But yeah.
Yeah, the cruise news went really south after we paid a deposit, and it was like, oh, that was irony trying to murder us.
2 days after.
And then all the news headlines were just like, don't get on a freaking boat.
But we held firm. We're like,
there's nothing we can do.
I heard a story about a week after that about how South Africa was clearing up already, and they were the first to have it. And I knew, and I listened to science, and I listened to epidemiologists. Same thing's going to happen here, and here we are.
Smarter people than us have figured this out, and we just have no choice but to listen to them.
We held firm, and it's going to be fine.
Last book I want to share with you. Look how fast that came. Pew! Colin Wilson's Poltergeist. Now, this is a man who's written on so many subjects, and there's so many books. There's fiction and nonfiction.
That's so.
But
80s,
everybody,
70s,
yeah, no,
80s.
Yeah.
I can tell.
These are the nonfiction books. If you want to pause this later, these are highly recommended, but Poltergeist is the one that people most recommend and stand by. And I just wanted to leave these out there with you. Let's get one more look at Laura Tempest Sackroff's book, Sigil Witchery. When I say we're getting weird, I am not fricking around, as they say. So as far as basic investigations, we've been basic bitches long enough. Thank you. It's time to get freaking weird. When we say stay weird, yeah.
Now
I hope you'll stick around.
Get weird.
Get weird. Oh, we should change it. Oh, I already have a hat that says stay weird. Shit. We put some tape over
once you get there, you stay there.
You should, so yeah.
It works still. It's
yeah.
Fine. But yeah, it's gonna get weird. We got a cool new little device. Well, big device actually. But that should bring a little spice to things.
If you've ever heard of Brian Gysin, BrionGysin, you'll never Google it the regular way. Dream Machine. We have bought a Dream Machine, and we are going to debut that on. You're very welcome for sharing books. I think we should do that every time we stream. We're going to just pick books and just be like, whoop, hey.
Yes, very, very interested in the psychology.
Yeah, there's so much more that we could be thinking about, and we're not. When we're the other thing is when you're investigating, you're so limited on time in these places. It's like, come here, leave by this time. If they don't give you a long time, and if you're collabing with other people and trying to get out your cameras and get out your gear and get some footage and experience it, oh my God, ugh. Michael knows how much hell it can be to try to make content for all the things. What is TikTok? I've forgotten. I don't care. I just like to watch it, and then like an hour goes by, and I'm like, oh, did laundry. Whoops. So we have the Dream Machine by Brian Gysin. I do recommend looking into it because it's so cool and so crazy. And we're going to debut it, we think, live either here or on Instagram. We're not sure where, but it's going to be a live stream that we're going to use it for the first time. So you're going to see us either tripping balls or fine or divining something, seeing something. And we have a plan for how we want to use it specifically with different items in our house that we've never brought out before. And it's like, what are we doing? Just hiding in here in our weird cave? Let's just show it's basically the era of full dark where we're like, all right, F it, let's just show our weird to the world. Been here long enough. Come on.
I think that we might have gleaned all that we can glean from the way we've been doing it. And only speaking for myself now, I know for sure there is something. I don't know what. There's something going on. There's some weirdness out there. Some realm that we can only perceive sometimes, or maybe
when it wants to, or if it's in our brain, or but there's so many things to discuss. And as far as where things are getting discussed, we're gonna go live more. We've set it up to be able to be live on our Facebook page, like real ass people in the 21st century. It's just that we're old and we have to Google how do I TikTok. We're trying. It's me. I'm not technical. My friend trusted me the other day to be very technical for 3 days in a row, and I still don't know how I lived through it. Julie, do you have to leave? We love you.
Have a wonderful night. You too. This weird.
It is weird.
It is.
What was I gonna do? Shit, lost my thread.
I hope we haven't scared Julie Stockmeyer.
We've probably scared a few people
weird.
over the course.
She might have meant to say stay weird,
right?
But
get weird, stay weird.
This weird doesn't matter. Weird is
weird.
Good.
But we're trying to take it weird, and we're trying to take it farther without feeling like we're in danger of being judged, or like we're in danger of crossing boundaries. We're only trying to do the best we can.
You know, we don't really.
We don't know everything either.
We can't go about our business worrying about being perceived as weirdos.
I have arthritis.
In fact, we just are. You know, we always have been. All our lives, we've been made to feel like weirdos and thought it was bad, and now we know it's good.
All right.
So we're gonna embrace it and go forth.
Oh yeah, Ed knows StreamYard. Kim and Ed can help.
Just gotta broaden your horizon sometimes. So we're gonna do that.
That's the plan. That's it.
Do that.
And we have beanies for sale on our Instagram. We don't have any kind of merch or anything like that outside. Weirdos Unite, dude. Yes. That's where that is. We're gonna sell some hats and some stickers. It's all we can accommodate right now. But the supply chain has been eating all of our merch.
Yeah, there'll be sometime. This hat right here is a one of a kind.
Yeah, he went and got that at a Lids.
Yeah, I got it make custom made.
He came home like, why'd you get? You got merch though? What about me? I have a hat.
It's FDP for Full Dark Productions, because that's not a moniker we've dropped. That could expand into something else later, as far as, you know, other sorts of content or whatnot. The guy that actually did this for me at Lids thought it meant something else. FDP.
Just say it.
He thought it meant fuck the police. Which I was like, okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but no, but all right. All right.
I don't know.
Okay. Well.
But it means Full Dark Productions.
Yeah, it's not meant
Everybody
to be
here, every time
political.
you see it from now on, you're going to think that. So you're welcome.
Yeah, hit Ryan up for beanie for sure, and I'll just throw it right in the. If you know us and you just want to text us or DM us, you can do that too. It's nothing's really official, y'all.
Hey, Michael. I know.
There's another ways. Yeah, there's ways you can really take that one to be like, what does that mean?
It's fine, you know.
It's fine. What are we at? Almost 8? I think we said everything we needed to say.
Pretty much.
I'm not going to keep you forever.
Any questions with the last couple minutes? We have utilized Lids as well. Yep. Pretty great place to just go get a one-off.
Can you get other hats rather than?
Yeah, but I wasn't impressed with their font selection.
Oh.
I wanted this one because it looked like official, like film crew kind of thing, you know?
Yeah, so you look like a film crew with that shirt.
I didn't want it to say Full Dark. I tried to make one Full Dark, but it didn't look right. So I decided to come up with my own unique thing.
At one point, we might try the Teespring thing, but that's like maybe. I don't know. Let's see if somebody wants a hat first before we try really getting. I don't know.
We might get a couple shirts made for our Vend situation in Sleepy Hollow, but
we do have to do that. We're going to sell some books, and we're going to sell some stickers, and we might have some other things that have to do with the large project. It has to do with sigils and music, and nothing else we can tell you about because we're cryptic as F. Try not to swear tonight. Check me out.
All right.
That's all we got for you.
I don't see any questions.
Thank you for being here. This is insane.
Yeah, thanks
this is
guys
wonderful.
for coming. Don't worry about us. We're still here. We're going to trickle out some stuff as we go here. We have a few ideas for new stuff soon.
There's going to be local stuff for this next month and a half. And we're going to have live streams from Hinsdale and Wildwood from my phone, maybe this channel. I don't know where, but those will be out there.
You're
late to the party.
A little bit late. That's fine. I do it all the time.
Dropping in. Hey, okay, bye.
Sometimes Marcel I don't even get to say hey.
I love it. All right, we now it's 7:59. We have to go. There's other things happening out there.
All right, guys.
We love you. Thank you for staying. Thank you for listening to us be chaotic, and we hope you enjoy.
Chats.
Yeah, I have selfies of all of that. Like I'm gonna post them anyway. I'm just gonna cry to myself. But
we appreciate all your support.
There's no mouse. Where'd the mouse go?
We'll see some of you soon.
There it is. All right. Yankee Clip, good to see you here. We got everybody. We love you all. Stay very weird. And as far as it goes now, get weirder.
This weird. Get weird.
This
Stay
weird. Get weird. You are all fantastic.